Hey, what going on, man? TIP, man. West Side Zone 1 Zone. You dig what I'm saying? Let you know you can catch me in the Partment with my partner Parlay. You dig?
Hey, Parlay, meet me at the Partment.
Yo, it's your boy Parlay live from DJ House Studios. And we in the Partment with Parlay. Meet me in the Partments. Listen, I love my city, ATL. Only thing I love the more in my city is the west side of Atlanta. Shout out to Bankhead. Long live Swall, rest easy, Charlotte, rest easy, buddy. Listen, every time I come in the motherfucker, y'all always hear me talk about the city. And I know y'all get tired of that shit, but I don't give a fuck. I'm going to put it in y'all face every time because I love this shit. And I just think that what we got going on from past to future, Atlanta is a pivotal mark in hip-hop history. All the shit that we done for opening the doors for the South. Now, when I say opening the doors for the South, it's been niggas doing it. But when goddamn Outkast got up there and said that the South got something to say, that was the introduction to everything that came through this motherfucker. And if you pay attention, right, we done had this bitch ever since. We ain't fumbled. We ain't lost no ball. We keep creating more players. We got all-star teams down this bitch. 2-3 teams, 18 B team, C team, all kind of shit. And we just running this shit. You know what I'm saying? And I talk about this shit all the time because I just feel like if you don't talk about your history, motherfuckers will erase your ass. You know what I'm saying? They'll move themselves in there, and they'll be the one that wrote these songs. They'll be the one that got them started these ways and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to hold this shit down for the city. And today my next guest is one of the pioneers of that movement. You know what I'm saying? Moving low-key at this time. And when it was, and you got to think, this is at a time when everything is mainstream, nigga. Underground music was really underground motherfucking music. You see what I'm saying? And Home came and put a tight on himself before niggas even knew the fuck he was. And it's like coming to the league and saying, nigga, I'm the best nigga. I don't give a fuck about no motherfucking LeBron, no KD, nigga. And niggas gonna look at you like, who the fuck this nigga is? But when you come out this bitch and you scoring 30, 40 a game, triple doubles, nigga, and you're going to the championship, niggas like, oh shit, and this nigga did this shit. Other than this, it's the first nigga that I know was repping Bankhead on a global scale. One of the people that really made us just, lock into this Bankhead shit. From the shit that he undid. She always stood alone. And that's another thing too. A lot of artists be having a lot of niggas in their corner doing shit. Home earn his respect. He stumped so motherfucking hard, nigga had to say, boy, I'm fucking with you. I'm getting down with you. And I think that's a big feat coming from Atlanta, especially a nigga from the west side. So I'd like to welcome my next guest, T.I.
What's up?
What's up, dog?
Man, congratulations on this shit. This shit dope, bro.
Man, appreciate it, dog.
Good to see.
Appreciate
good
it,
to
dog.
see, man.
Trying to keep that shit going.
Yeah, you keeping it going.
Trying to keep that shit going. And and just keeping the hood where it's supposed to be at.
Right.
Cause I keep telling niggas, bro, like when we talking about hip hop, right?
Right.
It's like 40 years, right? We're like 40 years, like a little bit
more than that.
A little bit over.
So shit, probably back close to 50.
Close to 50.
Yeah, you talking about hip hop? Close to 50 with the African Bambaataa and all the.
I'm starting like when it really started, like the 80s.
Okay. Shit. Well, yeah. Well, between 40 and 50.
Between 40 and 50. That's not to say. So to say that over the past 25 years, Atlanta really been holding this shit down.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the past 20 years, majority of the music that done came out sound like Bankhead. Facts. The beats, the sound. Drill music ain't nothing but gangster snap music without the snaps in it.
I mean, this is what I feel. Everybody got access to these same machines, these same sound banks. Motherfucker gonna use the 808, how they use it, what key they use it in, and but for real, bro, everybody really is just displaying the talent that come from our communities. Whether that community is Bankhead, whether that shit is Kirkwood, whether that shit is Chicago, O Block, whether that shit is, you know what I mean? Everybody really, man, just having a hand in saying, yo, this how we putting it down where I'm from. But the poverty that has plagued our communities nationwide is what we all have in common.
Facts.
You dig what I'm saying? We all were put in a position beyond our control, born into some shit that we ain't had nothing to do with, into a community where we walk outside, we see, we see more deficit than opportunity.
Definitely.
And the way we get up at this shit is we take the worst case scenario and use it to the best of our ability. You know what I mean? And I think that's what, I think that's what everybody has had a hand in doing. But with us, we did it with trap music.
Facts.
Them, they doing it with drill music. You know what I'm saying? Like, goddamn, cause the gang shit, that's what they know. That's how they pushing. You know what I mean? You got other motherfuckers doing it their way. But I think as long as you just telling a story that's authentic and true to your real activities and ain't speaking in a way that'll get you banged up, you know what I'm saying? I think that shit is, it's all, man. It keep motherfucker from breaking in your house.
Here you talking about
I mean?
Facts. Nah, big facts. On this motherfucker, what I always like to do is I like to bring my viewers into the artist, into the person we got here.
Right.
It be so many times that we know artists, right? And we follow these artists for years and we like them, but we don't even really know who they are.
Real.
And so you receiving messages from somebody, like you just said, as long as you talking about what you actually doing.
That right.
But you got so many niggas who not really doing what they talking about, and they fucking niggas' minds up. So I was a person who was like, damn, this nigga ain't really like that. Damn, can I like him or not? So I start diving into artists, to who artists were, and I started saying, I know it's a lot of more people who really want to know who artists are as people, like what they done been through, like how they got there. Right. Yeah, we see you with the big old record company now, but how'd you get this record company?
Right.
And I think them are the stories that sit harder with the people from our community, you know what I'm saying, and then help them on their journey. So let's start all the way back to where you from, where you grew up at.
I'm from Center Hill, off Baker Road, the West Side, Bankhead community. That's where I grew up. My grandmama and them been staying there. She is 50, 60 years. I went to Grove Park, Usher, Dub. I also had a run in Riverdale. I went to Woodland as well. I done went to about 12, 13 schools.
Let me ask you this: why you went to Usher instead of West Fulton?
Man, my mama called herself. She ain't want me to be with the same people I was in Grove Park with. Called herself moving me to a better school or what have you. Then they find out, I got kicked out of there for some. And I ended up going to McNair off Old National for a little while. And then after that, they found out that I ain't live over there. Then I had to go to Woodland. And I went there for a year or two, and then my mama, see, when you in Section 8, motherfucker move.
That's the basic project. Every nigga I done ever fucking interviewed for any project say, shit. I said, where you? Boy, goddamn, I don't stay everywhere.
Yeah. That Section 8 gonna move you. That voucher gonna move you at.
Like a motherfucker. Wherever they want to move you at, too.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You get in where you fit in. So, I went to Riverdale. I went to 8th grade. I did my 8th grade year in Riverdale, middle. Then I went and did my 9th grade year in Riverdale High. But I got kicked out right at the first semester. I got kicked out of all Clayton County School for inciting a race ride, oddly enough.
What happened? Come on, let's get into it. Man, what the fuck you did?
I was in school suspension. Me and my partner, Boo. Me and my partner, Boo, we was in school suspension. That was my best partner. And we fuck around, get in trouble, fuck around together all the time. So we in school suspension together, passing the time back. Some kind of way we picking it, we fucking with a white boy. I don't know what we were doing. Aggravating him. He turned around and called us a niggas. And we said, okay. And so, of course, when the bell rang, we out there. Okay, what's up? What's up with all this? So we get to going on him. Then his sister come running around the corner, and she called us some niggas too. She
got it going on her.
Going on her too.
Fuck you talking about it.
You know how in school suspension, it let out a little bit earlier than the rest of the school. So by the time we getting to going, and when everybody really getting out of class and coming, and this the end of the day. And so when we told them what was going on, the white people were helping them, and our people were helping us. And when I say the white people, I'm talking about the teachers. I remember a coach was fighting with them, you know what I'm saying? And, at the end of the day, didn't nobody get in trouble. But what's up, pimpin'? Ain't nothing to it.
Pimp shot that boy. Pimp check walked in the apartment, man.
And shit, man, they kicked us out of all of Clayton County school system. So I went back to Bankhead. I was back at Dub. Shit, that's why I inevitably dropped out.
So that was it.
Yeah, I stayed. I fought my way through Dub for a little while. You know what I'm saying? I went to Washington High Night School. I actually caught a case when I caught my first case. And I ended up staying in Cobb County, locked up in Cobb County for about 6-7 months. And they automatically withdrew me.
How old you were then?
17.
17.
Yeah.
So be honest. So you at Dub, fighting through shit, you fucking up. First thing they do at Dub, when you fuck up, they send you to Washington Night School.
They do.
Go get in Washington Night School. Yeah. So when you go see, I'm gonna tell y'all something. When you go Washington, all the high schools on the west side are project schools. Yeah. All of them.
Because all the project got to go to the same
schools. So Washington and Dub, like I went to Dub too. And our high school was like the high school nobody liked. You know what I'm saying? Nobody liked niggas for Dub. So when you had to go to Washington High School, it's almost down to like the last leg. Like, do you really want to be in school or do you not want to be in school? Right. And you fuck around, go to car and get jammed up. Yeah. What took you to car?
Trap. You know what I mean? Trapping out Six Flag Drive.
But that's the hottest part of Cobb County.
I know it. I found out the hard way. The motherfucker was rolling.
But hey, listen, I'm gonna tell y'all something too. I can't speak for everybody. Yeah. Only Bankhead. A nigga from Bankhead will catch a jug from a Cobb County nigga. Yeah. And niggas from Bankhead don't never catch the jug. We got to be like, but where you at, boy? Yeah. We're going to pull up over there, see what's going on. Yeah. And if we find out your shit bunking, send up shop.
See, my partner C-Rod, though, he lived on Six Flag Drive. That was his Partments. And, he was pushing the weed. And, when he saw what I was doing over there off Cedar and, Cedar Church Street, South Grand, and he was like, bruh, cause I was on my bike just moving around street to street. I was slow rolling. And he was like, man, them motherfucking Mexicans over there, man, cash they check on Friday. This shit'll be gone, man.
Fast as hell.
Exactly. So he invited me. I was invited over there. And man, when I went over there, my first bomb, I got rid of it in an hour. I was back. I ended up just traveling back and forth. From, Bankhead to Six Flag Drive. And at this particular time, though, I was actually trapping up the street when I caught my case. I was trapping at right here, used to be Bry House.
Right past department pad, see this show, the store.
Right past the plaza. And Cap and my partner C-Rod, they had got robbed or what have you, so they went looking for the motherfucker who had done robbed them, and the trap wide open. Mm-hmm. So I was like, shit, I'm going on over here while these niggas is out doing their thing. Y'all got enough people riding with y'all. I'm finna go on and, hold it down over here. And as soon as I get there, man, 12 pulled right the fuck up, right up on me, and I threw a big bag of crack. I probably had 97 sacks. Woo! I threw a big bag of crack. You know what I'm saying? That motherfucker went straight to it. What do we have here? Took my ass to jail. You know what I mean? And
what kind of sacks you had?
That's some dimes and dubs and shit. You know bag, what I'm saying? Probably about a little under an ounce worth of shit.
Was some nicks in the hood?
Nah. It was some dimes. It was some West Side dimes.
Oh shit! You took the West Side dimes over there? God damn it! This nigga took the West Side dime the car.
I wanted to control the market, But then I was always about volume. I want to get that shit gone, get me some more shit, and, you know what I'm saying? But either way, got locked up, caught my case, ended up, and then my uncle's like, man, we're not bonding you out. Fuck you. We done told you about that, because my uncle told me several times, do not take your ass out to Cobb County fucking round.
Number one rule.
Yeah. So, goddamn, they left my ass in there. When I got out, I was already, I done got kicked out of school. Then when I got on probation for the case, they made me go back to school, and the only school I could get back into was Washington Night School.
So how long you end up doing when you went back? Did you end up finishing?
No. Hell no. Man, I ended up, said, man, I'm going to go and get a job. So I went on and got a job, fucked around at the airport. I didn't get my GED until I went back to jail in 2003, 2004. I ended up getting my GED at the Cobb County, the GED program. Mm-hmm. out of there. So right after Rubber Band Man and shit, remember I had like a probation violation I had to go do. That was stemming from that same case.
Oh.
Yeah. So that was how I got rid of that. I had to go and finish that shit off. It was following me. And after that, I sent my mama the GED, did my little year, whatever I had to do in Cobb County, and came back out and shit, got back to the business.
When did you start doing music?
Man, I was young, bro. 8, 9 years old. Started writing songs and shit. I was rapping other rappers shit like LL Cool J and Too Short, and I was just rapping they songs to my uncles just to entertain them. And when my uncle asked me what it was I wanted to do, I told him I wanted to be a rapper. And so, at that point, he challenged me. He said, well, you learn everything it is about being in the music business, whatever the business is, and we'll make sure you have what you need.
What uncle is this?
Quint, my Uncle Quint.
Shout out to Uncle Quint.
Yeah.
Putting that shit in you, dog.
Yeah. And so I went and I got me some books. All You Need to Know About the Music Business. It was a book called Hit Men. So I just started reading and learning what a good deal was, how a record deal was structured, about publishing, about all those types of things.
And you 8, 9 years old.
Well, at that time, I was probably like 10,
Like
11,
10.
12. Yeah. I started.
Same difference, I mean.
Yeah, but I was under teenage years. And but I always thought I had to wait. I thought I had to wait till I got grown. And it wasn't until Chris Crawl came out. Chris Crawl, ABC, and you know what I'm saying? When they came out, I was like, oh, you can do this shit. I can do it now. And so by the time I gathered all the information I needed, when I go back to my uncle, man, he had done caught himself a case. So, he was in the feds for 10 years. But now I had the information. I just didn't have the resources to get myself, to get off the ground. And so that's another thing that I always say. The difference in me is what's going on now. What's up, Al?
Don't walk in front of the camera, G.
What's up, man? Hey.
Don't walk in front of the camera.
Hey, man. Shit, that my neighbor, man. Shit, that man raised me, bro. He grew up right up the street from me.
Good energy. That's how they got energy, that good energy pool.
So what I always say is, a lot of motherfuckers were dope boys first and then became rappers. So, they loyalty is to the game. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because this is what they were doing first. I was a rapper first. And when I ain't have a way to get myself off the ground rapping, the dope game came second as an option B for me. Mm-hmm. And then, I sold dope for, my teenage years, my young adult years. And once I got an opportunity to actually reach my dream, I never, ever looked back at the dope game again. I remembered the lessons that I learned from it. And, I reminisced on the times that I had, but I wasn't like.
You went to your first love, you went back to 8.
My passion was always music. This is always what I wanted to do from when a motherfucker asked me that when I was 9, 10 years old. So I think, that's the difference, a lot of difference between me and other people that I might be compared to sometime. And motherfuckers like, well, why they like this and he like that? Well, because this was my dream initially. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? This ain't nothing I just stumbled into. This some shit I've been chasing since I was a child. And I think that kind of separates, a lot of the path and a lot of the imagery, a lot of the conversation, a lot of the things that motherfuckers see that might not seem, I guess, it ain't the same as they used to when they walk out their door and look around them for motherfuckers that they can call, that they can say that they relate to. Yeah. The shit's gonna be different because it started out different for me.
Facts. What opportunity presented itself to make you turn from the streets and just say, I'm gonna start doing this?
Man, the first time I ever got an opportunity, bro, was DJ Toon. Well, first of all, my cousin named Toot, his name Tremel, God rest his soul. He had a bunch of salons and barbershops and shit around here. He was pushing his packs and had his, he had himself together, had his weight up. And I ran into him walking up and down this strip right here. He pulled over on me and was like, hey, man, ain't you Quint nephew? You Tree son? I'm your cousin. And I knew him from the barbershop. I'm like, oh, yeah? Nigga, lay it on me. And he like, man, I'm not fucking with you on no shit like that, bro. Is you crazy? He said, but don't you rap though? I said, yeah. And he asked me if you know DJ Toon. I say, nah. Then he started asking me if I knew people. I'm like, nah, I don't know none of them. He was like, well, that's how I'm gonna help you, man. I'm gonna introduce you to some motherfuckers that can help you do that. I'm not fucking with you on this. And so that's, that really what it was. He introduced me to DJ Toon. DJ Toon introduced me to Jason Jeter. Jason Jeter worked at Patchwork Studios. And one day, Jason took me down there, and a group called Parental Advisory was working on their album, and they were looking for talent, just, unknown talent. And I walked in, they played a beat, can you rap on this? I'm like, man, come on, bro. And I walked in, torched that motherfucker first take, and from there, one of the members of Parental Advisory, his name KP, and he had just got through A&R and Usher's album, Full of Face. So LA gave him his own imprint, Ghetto Vision. First artist he signed with Young Bloods. So he was looking for more artists for Ghetto Vision. So he wanted to sign me off that. And as soon as he told me he wanted to sign me, that was it.
Yeah, I get it.
That was it. Yeah, that was it. He invited me out to the Source Awards in LA. You know what I'm saying? I'm out there freestyling with CeeLo, going to big boy room, smoking. You know what I'm saying? Then, motherfucker like that. When I told him I'm really feel like, you know what I'm saying? Especially when after Outkast, after Goody Mob, motherfucker was like, everybody was from Atlanta.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Especially if you're trying to get a record deal. So when KP introduced me, like, he from Atlanta. And they're like, yeah, from Atlanta, well.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, Center Hill, Baker Road. And Cujo was like, nigga, I'm from Church Street. Nigga, what's happening? You know what I'm saying? So immediately.
It was a connection right there, boom.
They always welcome me with open arms. Timo, Gip, everybody. And I met Gip for the first time in that plaza right there. They used to get their haircut at Dutch Barbershop. You know what I mean? And everybody used to say, man, Tip, go rap for him. I'm like, man, I'm not going wasting no time rapping for nobody, man. I'm not finna do that, man.
Yeah, nah. So you do all that shit, boom, I'm serious.
Mm-hmm.
Did you have that title already ready? Or this is something that you just said, you know what, I'm going to do this?
I'm serious. I'm serious came after me and Pharrell had our first session. And one of the songs we made, the one with Beanie Man, was called I'm Serious.
That motherfucker hard.
Appreciate it, man. And I wanted the title to represent me and represent the music. And my whole concept for that album was making sure that motherfuckers in New York, in Philly, in LA knew that it was some niggas on some real street shit from down here that could rap too. And so that was, that's why I'm serious. I wanted motherfuckers to take this shit seriously.
Nah, for real. I mean, I think y'all did, Pharrell did like 2-3 songs on that.
He did two songs on there. Pussy Pumper and I'm Serious. Yep.
Yeah. That was the shit. I'm gonna tell you, cause niggas say, we in the hood. You gotta think this time. I'm a little late. I'm pool. I'm like 16, 17,
right,
18, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
But I'm in it already.
Yeah.
They like, niggas say he pulling up and going home. We're like, who? Play it again.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I said, that motherfucker hard. Then they played it on radio. I say, bro, they saying they trapping on the radio.
Yeah.
This shit fuck niggas up.
That was the first time it had ever been really
Bro,
done.
this fuck niggas, I'm telling you, I remember this. This is now, I'm starting to do music and shit. Niggas like, you need to rap. Same shit but you need to rap. I ain't fuck all that rap shit, bro. I ain't, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm hearing this shit. You know what I'm saying? And I remember y'all shot the video. You shot the video in front of the bounce.
Yeah.
And
in the trailer park.
Yep.
In the trailer
Showed
park.
it, but which is goddamn Avalon now.
Yeah.
Behind CVS.
Yep.
Showed down there. And we went down there and the whole hood was down there motherfucker
That's
watching.
right. We
We
had
were
a
like,
good
a
time.
nigga is on Bankhead
Shooting
and
a
rapping,
fucking video.
saying he from the west side. Like that was the total motivation for niggas from the hood. You see what I'm saying? So
That's a blessing.
Nah. Shout out to you for that shit, dog. Niggas, I'm telling you, I remember this shit, but niggas, he coming to Boyne home.
Yeah.
Nigga wasn't talking about Boyne home.
That's true.
Nigga was scared to come to Boyne home. Nobody with Kilo, but
Yeah,
Kilo had
right.
it was a run before
he
he had
was
got
down the
locked.
road.
He was
Yeah,
down the
he was down
road,
the road,
and it was
yeah.
kind of that little empty space right there.
That's
You see what I'm
right.
saying? This before Low was rapping.
Yep.
This is before D4L Records.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? Like, this is that kickoff of that spark on Bankhead, this new wave.
Right.
After all that shit. You know what I'm saying? So, boom. You do I'm Serious.
Mm-hmm.
What was your next step after I'm Serious? Like, okay, now. Because you were saying that I'm the king shit on I'm Serious.
Yeah. The next step after I'm Serious, I I had to pick myself up because that shit didn't take off the way we anticipated. And then it was a change because LaFace Records had got like LA. He cashed out, so he sold LaFace Records and took a president position at Arista. So now it go from me being able to get shit done, going up to the office, the record label office every day, cause it's in Buckhead. To now I got to fly to New York and try to get in a motherfucker's office and set up meetings and shit. So the shit just got a little more complicated. But I knew that every time a motherfucker heard my shit, they fuck with it. So what I did was, it was a storage unit, a storage room that they kept all of the, like, since they had done moved everything, all of the goddamn them promotional CDs, them big boxes of shit, ain't nobody had done gave out of my shit. I got all of them, and we hit the road. We started selling them motherfuckers, passing them out, nigga, everywhere around here. Birmingham, Montgomery, goddamn South Carolina, Chattanooga, motherfucking everything down there, Tallahassee.
But the chitlin shit, the chitlin circuit, basically, the street shit.
Pushing and moving that shit and connecting with DJs. Greg Street was a huge help. He was the only motherfucker who would play Dope Boys and Trap Niggas on the radio.
I don't know how that album didn't do nothing. That, like, you got a lot of dope ass album.
Thank you.
But that motherfucker there.
Thank you.
It always be the first one though. The first one, when you got people who been knowing you since the get go, it always be your first one. It'd be like, it'd be like that's the one I like all of them. But this one right, this motherfuckers, I can take myself back on every song and shit I was doing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like when I get on the road now, that's one of the albums I play. I got to play the whole album from front to end. I'm rapping every goddamn song. Like I remember that shit. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know how that motherfucking doing. They was slipping.
Man, it was cool, man. I think everything happened for a reason because what it did was it forced me to learn the game from an independent record label standpoint. Because what I was doing at first is I was just expecting LaFace to blow me up like Outkast, Goody Mob, and Usher and everybody else. Now I'm like, okay, well, if they ain't gonna call these motherfuckers, who we need to be calling? Where we need to be? What meetings we need to have? That when I learned what a PD was, you know what I'm saying? A program director at a radio station. Well, how we get in with these motherfuckers? Then I learned, well, okay, well, they be having little side hustles where they got clubs. And so if you go fuck around with them at the club and they see you perform and the people fuck with you, now they getting put on to your music and they'll have some incentive to play it.
Facts.
So we started doing that shit. And then when we started burning that motherfucker up and we started gaining the notoriety and making a name for ourselves in that light, we saw the mixtape game. We're like, okay, so the songs that they like on this project, why don't we take a couple of these and add some new shit with it, do a mixtape, and start slanging these motherfuckers. So then the In the Streets motherfucker, me and PSC did the In the Streets motherfucker, 1 through 3. Then we started, it was a real big, heavy bootleg circuit. So we just took that same trap mentality. Like, you ain't finna put down in our trap, we'll go everywhere, the bootleg wholesale motherfucker, flip they table, kick they ass, take they shit. We started making a name for ourselves doing that. And lo and behold, LA started hearing about it, I guess. Now he called it. And he asked me, he asked us to come to New York. I remember we was in Miami. You know, fucking with the PDs down there at the radio station, trying to get our song on the radio. That's what we wanted to do. We wanted to find a song that we could get in rotation. Mm-hmm. And cause that's what we didn't have. We had the underground shit, but we didn't have no real song in rotation on the radio. So that's what we were focused on. And so while we down there fucking around, LA called and said he wanted to meet with us the next day. And we drove from Miami up to New York. And then the next day after that, we had a show in Detroit. So we had to drive over there too. You know what I'm saying? What up, though? You know, Detroit was another market that was very supportive of me, man. Early on, Jacksonville, Detroit, Charleston, South Carolina, Augusta, Macon, you know what I mean, Chattanooga. Absolutely, man. Trick the homie. And got anyway, so we go up there. He want to do a second album. He talking about doing a second album, but at that time, we already done recorded 85% of trap music out our own pocket. We done already kind of went from where we were struggling and hurting because we ain't had no label money coming in to where we done got it together. The call was probably about 3 months too late. You know what I mean? 3 months prior, I probably would have loved to get a call to hear about working on the second album. But by the time
you got it yourself already, like, nah, I got it now.
But not really. I wasn't like that. Because I knew he still had the bag. I knew it was still, it was an incredible resource.
Yeah.
So I said, hey, but look though, for us to work on the second album, how do I know that we won't just lose your attention? And I would rather be able, or we would rather be able to put ourselves in position and count on ourselves for this second project. So we've been working as an independent label. We need to be treated as such. So we're gonna need to change the structure of the deal, and we're gonna need about $2 million of our own that we able to manage, so we can shoot our own videos and we can pay for our own shit, or else you could just let us go. And LA did probably one of the most solid things that I could see a motherfucker in his position doing. He let me go. But he let me go. I was a free agent and had the South on fire. I was like, it's almost like...
This is the beginning. This is, again, let me put people in the understanding what the times, because we'll be talking and niggas don't understand the times. See, the times mean everything.
Right.
This is a time where underground is still underground.
Absolutely.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And niggas ain't fucking with niggas from the South for real.
If you wasn't on the radio, or you wasn't on TRL, or like the big stages, bro, like, motherfuckers didn't really see the potential or the value as much. You know what I mean? And this was the same year. Let me see, what would be that year? It was like Nelly. You know what I mean? When Nelly was, country grammar, and this motherfucker here was selling millions and millions of records a week. And so motherfuckers looking for that. And it's like, yeah, well.
And then you come and talking this trap shit.
Yeah.
And these niggas don't talk this trap shit. Niggas is still on lyrical shit and fun music and talking music, writing songs and shit.
Right. So it was like in between the Nelly Country Grammar album. The only motherfuckers who was having it their way like that for real that was underground but mainstream at the same time that I can remember is Cash Money with the Juvenile 400 Degrees shit, Lil Wayne, Hot Boys, BG, you know what I'm saying? That was kind of like. And of course, Master P and No Limit were having, they last hoorah at it at the time. But when he let me go, my name was buzzing so hard, I could go in any office and get any motherfucking thing I want. Another motherfucker that was going off at the time, Ludacris. Yeah. Ludacris was just jumping off, and he jumped off and shot straight through the roof. Because he came out the radio station.
Facts.
You know what I mean? He already had, absolutely, him and Poon, they already had the game strategically mapped out. And, they had their shit together way more than we did,
They was already working a relationship. It was secondhand. It was easy for them.
Sure. We had the streets, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, we were willing to go to old places where didn't nobody else go. I remember, I went to Rome, Georgia. Yeah, I went to Rome, Georgia. And I be goddamn, while I'm doing Dope Boy, halfway through the first verse, nigga got shot while I'm on stage.
Damn.
Nigga, I heard pop. And at first I'm like, what the fuck? And I saw the crowd like, oh shit, they shooting. They get the fuck on, man.
What you talking about?
Man, we got the hell on. They weren't shooting at us.
Yeah.
They got their man, like whoever they were goddamn.
But they trying to go anyway.
Hell yeah, man. Shit, let's get the fuck on up out of here. And that was the shortest show I ever did. That motherfucking shit. Before they could even start the song, nigga, we was in the van.
Fuck you talking about?
But so we were known for going places where a lot of motherfuckers would not go. And I think that is that's kind of what developed the relationship that I have with the people in the areas that motherfuckers don't really expect for a motherfucker to really communicate with them, relate to them, interact with them.
Niggas wasn't going there. And again, let me put it in reference. Niggas wasn't doing shit like that at this time.
Nigga do it it's coming.
It's coming now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But at this time, niggas wasn't doing that. Niggas wasn't going to the projects. Niggas wasn't fucking with hood niggas.
Right.
This is it. And then y'all gotta think, street niggas ain't rapping yet.
Right.
Street niggas ain't got studios and rap artists and buildings. This is
very few. Very
few.
If there was street niggas, you wouldn't know that they were street niggas.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
You wouldn't even have no idea that's what, you know what I mean? It was very few motherfuckers that was in a position and had access
to even do some shit like that.
Yeah, man. So, I was blessed and fortunate enough to be put in a position, man, where I could walk in and kind of drop my nuts on the table for trap music, and that's when I became, that's when Grand Hustle was founded. And so the second album, it was on Grand Hustle Atlantic, and we had a different structured deal. We were 50-50 joint venture partners, and we controlled our own budgets and shit like that. And LA put me in that position because he could have held it nuts and say, man, I got you on contract. Second album, I'm saying, did what we doing, and or you could sit on the shelf. Yeah, I mean, but he kept it silent, and he let us go and be the masters of our own destiny.
Man, shout out to LA, that's some real nigga shit.
LA, that was. Because
it ain't a lot of niggas in the industry in a position like that who do real nigga shit.
Absolutely not.
Straight up.
Absolutely,
you know what I'm saying?
not.
What made you call it? What made you name the label Grand Hustle?
Well, Grand Hustle was already Jason Jeter's management company name.
Oh, okay.
And I couldn't really think of nothing. You know what I'm saying? I was like, man, Grand Hustle, that shit sound good. Let's go with that. And so that's what we went with.
Boom. Another thing too, before I forget.
I suck at shit like that, like finding names for shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I get to thinking so deep in the shit because the shit got to be simple,
yes,
but unique at the same time. You know what I'm saying?
Facts, nah.
When I get to thinking deep, that shit going like, don't nobody know what the fuck you talking about, man.
Yeah.
So something simplistic and effective and still goddamn meaningful at the same time. Grand Hustle seemed like it just said it all.
Yeah, nah, that was dope. Yeah,
he was gracious enough to share that name, and that's what we use.
Okay, so T.I. comes from T.I.P., right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, Tip was your name, your nickname, right?
Yeah, all my family, childhood, they all call me Tip. Everybody. I don't know nobody who called me by my real name.
Yeah. Now, the reason I'm asking that, because niggas will think that T.I. stand for T.I. I'm just saying how people.
You might thought my government name?
Nah, nigga, everybody know your goddamn government name, nigga. I got all the shit your ass done been into, nigga, on the news, that shit goddamn, nigga, everybody know your government name.
Yeah, but nah, T.I. was really, again, okay, so there's a Q-tip on Arista. So when I went from being signed to LaFace, when L.A. sold LaFace and he was now the president of Arista, that put me on the same label as Q-tip. Mm-hmm. And L.A., being the president of Arista, he is the person who is over Q-tip getting his album done. And this right when he had dropped Vibrant thing. So he was setting the motherfucker on fire. Yeah. On fire. And I guess, shit, the priority with Q-tip. And we don't need two tips on the roster. So let's change your name and figure this out. And so goddamn, again, I can't think of nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, whatever, man. Tip is all I ever been called. What you want me to? And when I spell my name, and I think it's a song where I say T-I, da-da-da-da, and motherfuckers like, why don't you just, I think KP, he was like, why don't you just use T.I.? I was like, man, and it was weeks, like, it was about 3-4 weeks, and I hadn't goddamn came up with nothing. And he was like, man, L.A. say, shit, bro, you gotta come up with something. We ain't gonna be able to shoot the video. I'm like, man, T.I. then, bro. Come on with the T.I., man. Let's go, man.
Ain't talking about, dog.
Come on, man. T.I., that's fine. Let's do it.
Okay, on T, is that in the A?
What's that?
Is in the A on that?
In the A is not. That came from the In the Streets, the PSC shit, the In the A shit. And the In the A record is a funny record because I made that record out of spite. Cause I was upset.
Let's get into it.
I was upset. I still talk to Jermaine about this shit.
Hey, cause listen, the reason I'm telling you, I'm finna go there, cause I'm telling you, I'm from here.
Yeah.
I listen to music. I like lyrics too.
Right.
I come from that time of, you know what I'm saying? I'm like you, nigga. I'm from the South, nigga, but I can rap for real. Nigga, don't give a fuck. Nigga, I do this shit.
That's
But
right.
this ain't no yo. Y'all say, listen, play it again. Like, play it again. Weezy be in the hood. But now just play it again. I get this shit. You know what I'm saying? How the record come about?
But shit, man, when they came out with the Welcome to Atlanta record, I just felt left out. You know what I'm saying? I just felt like, you know, it wasn't a fair representation of the totality of personalities in the city. You know, you leaving a lot of niggas out, bro. You know what I'm saying? I think they did a phenomenal job with introducing the world to Atlanta and kind of, you know, the song did exactly what it was supposed to do. And, you know, they're both phenomenal talents. I just felt like I should have been there, you know. And so shit, I did my own. And it was called In the A.
I fuck with it because out of 5 rappers, I'm one of them. The other 4, you know who you are. And number 3 more. It ain't that motherfucking 3 more, goddamn it. Hey, you talking about?
Twice, you're not nice.
Hey, you talking about, goddamn it, buddy? Hey, you mean, man? Boom. Now that was a dope ass song too. So now you doing that shit. You got down. So now what's the next step after you drop that album?
After I dropped trap music, the next step was going to Cobb County and cleaning up that probation stint I had.
And that's when you went down and said, I'm gonna go ahead and do this.
Yeah.
Get my GD while I'm got down doing back
Right.
there.
Yep.
And it always seemed like, and it kind of fucked up, but it always seemed like when a nigga go to jail, you come back hotter than you was before you left.
Well, it's called scarcity. You know what I'm saying? When you get something that a motherfucker really, really want, then you take it away from them. All they do is build up anticipation for it. You know what I'm saying? So
What's the call again for everybody to watch and for me?
Scarcity. You know.
But yeah, hey, but a nigga hit a nigga was right. Okay, let me ask you this though. And when was it that you started learning all these motherfucking words?
Man, I always been the smart nigga now. And then, you know, a lot of people always ask, man, if you so smart, why you getting so much trouble? There's an explanation for that.
Talk to him.
So I went to Grove Park, and me being the nigga I was, he could tell you. That man known me since before I could jump off the porch. Before I could even walk up to his house by myself.
And I'm saying so crazy about this because we in the apartment. I be having to explain shit to people.
This nigga, he one of the reasons I
Oh, just
can't
come
play
get a shout out,
basketball.
man. Come get a shout out.
He one of the reasons I can't play basketball. Him, Jelani, Bruce.
Yeah, especially Jay.
Come on here, come get a shout out. Come on here. See, we do this department. This ain't no regular. This ain't no regular shit.
My milk.
You know what I'm saying? Come in the middle. Come on in here. Come on in the middle.
Yeah, this my real partner. You know what I'm saying?
Give him a shot. Give him tell him what your name is and shit, dog.
You know me, AP. App.
Yeah.
Everybody know App, you know what I mean? But it ain't about me. But this cat right here, we used to call him Bad Ass Chip. He was that nigga, when you playing basketball, you won't pick him.
Mm-hmm.
He be pissed the fuck off.
Yeah.
Next day, all the goddamn ball gone. That nigga. That's the nigga. That's what we call.
But that's why I can't play basketball. So every time motherfucker ask me, man, why you don't play ball, man? Cause in my formidable years of development, I ain't had no motherfucking practice. I ain't had no, you know what I mean? But they also shit, man. You know, I learned by example from some motherfuckers that taught me some shit that you can't learn in school. You know what I mean? You know, and that shit to me is priceless.
And I'm gonna tell y'all this too. AP didn't come here with this nigga either. You know what I'm saying? When you in certain circles and you move in a certain type of way, you damn near it's really the same circles. A lot of people call it the no. In the streets, we just call it, yeah, you got them big dog status. You know what I'm saying? And he just walked in that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like I told you, I did the apartment. This ain't no regular shit, right? You know what I'm saying? But this ain't no shit that nigga should come to. He's like the apartment. You just can't pop up unannounced. Nigga better call, hey, I'm finna pull up.
Yeah.
But when it's like that, he just came. And it just so happened it's like this. I should be wanting to let people see how organic shit be.
Yeah.
Because this what niggas missing in interviews. Because I tell you, when we talk out camera, it be so, yeah, how about this? And
So structured.
It be so structured.
Yeah.
So when niggas see authentic shit like this, that, nigga, we ain't call this nigga. He ain't know you finna be up here.
That's right. But now, you don't understand, like, man, His people and my people, before we were both born, stayed there. His uncles and my uncles, his mama, you know what I mean? They all went to school together, grew up in the same neighborhood together, you know. But I was the little bitty nigga. Like when he was, let's say he might have been 12, 13, I was cellmate. You know what I'm saying? I'm the little nigga want to hang out with the big niggas. And, like, man, take your little badass on. You know what I'm saying?
So for all y'all, listen, for all y'all niggas be capping, for all y'all niggas from the hood who be capping, and niggas be talking about y'all be talking about Tip ain't from Bankhead, and I ain't seen Tip over here and all this. Listen, you just seen the man who from this motherfucker telling you goddamn we was rocking. So we gonna end that shit right here in the apartment. I won't never hear a nigga say that shit ever again, nigga. If you out of town, nigga, don't ask me, nigga. I'm gonna tell you go to the apartment. Feel me, that for real.
So what you were saying?
But I ain't even debate where the man was from.
But I
came across that one thing. He ain't from. I ain't from.
But see, this is what you on right now. It's a podcast, right? And a lot of people from a lot of different side of town watching.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And Juice, happy birthday, dog.
Hey,
it's
you know what I'm saying? Belated birthday. You know what I'm saying?
It was Moose's birthday. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, and Moose's birthday. But it's a lot of people from it. Then this platform right here, a lot of project niggas watch, a lot of hood niggas watch. You see what I'm saying? And this be the conversation that niggas be having in the house, in the hood, when they call in, and it's always a nigga, like you say, when niggas say I'm from Atlanta, you got a side eye nigga when he say you're from Atlanta. You got to ask a nigga like, where you from for real?
Yeah.
Because one thing about a nigga from the city, he ain't gonna tell you what side he from. He gonna tell you exactly where you from.
Street.
Hell yeah, nigga. I ain't from where you from. They're from the west side, nigga.
Yeah.
Nigga, Church Street, nigga. I'm from Boyle Home. They're from the west side. I'm from Boyle Home. You see what I'm saying?
Some folks be like, I was born in the city of Bankhead. Do y'all know that was
The
a street?
That's a street, nigga. Ain't that damn city.
They just changed that to say the city of
Bankhead.
Bankhead. It's a street. That's how I know you want from here.
So now, boom, the screaming this king shit. Now niggas is like,
Love, baby.
so you screaming, you saying this thing, saying I'm the king, niggas, I'm the king of the South, all this shit right here. So now I remember at this time, now the mumbling going on, niggas mumbling and certain niggas goddamn taking their little shots and niggas throwing this in the mix and all, niggas saying, well, if he this, he ain't the best in the city, and nigga always want to throw Dre in there. You know, this was going on. At this moment, when you going through this shit mentally, what tribulations you was going through, like musically saying, you know what, I'm gonna murder this shit. Nigga, I heard this shit, okay, I'm gonna go in the studio and make this motherfucker. Like, what was going through musically?
I mean, you know, when I was locked up, bro, a lot of that happened, you know, when I was in Cobb County. And like, I think Motivation, ASAP, Be Better Than Me, shit. Like, a lot of those songs off trap music, those were wrote while I was, you know, I was locked up. So I had like a bunch of songs and shit. And as soon as they let me, like, I had a work release program. So as soon as they let me out and I could goddamn hit the studio, I locked in with Ches. God bless his soul. He gone too. But I locked in with Ches in my old lady basement, and we got down knocked out about 6 songs in a day. You know what I'm saying? And shit, we were ready. We were ready to press. You know. And then the birthday bash.
Whoa, my God. There's been a lot of birthday bashes.
Yeah.
But that birthday bash was probably one of the most classical birthday bashes.
Man.
Cause I think ain't that the same birthday bash where Pete tried to take Troy off of it?
No, that was 99. That was before my time. That was like 99, 2000 or some shit like that. That was before I even.
What the fuck else going on? It was something else happened that night though. It wasn't just the shit that you did, but now proceed, dog. Proceed.
But so what was going on, man? And mind you, you know, we all adults at this point. We, you know, evolved beyond the bullshit. But what happened was, so I'm, you know, serving my time in the county. My old lady, she on the street. Somebody called her and say, hey, you know the rapper from Houston, Flip, he out here, and he had, I guess he had a show somewhere. Somebody attended the show, and on the stage with the microphone, he say, hey, who the king of the South? And everybody, you know, of course, said me. And he say, no, fuck that. Tell him I said game over. right? And so that made its way to my earlobes. And so the rest of the little time I was serving.
Okay, hold on.
So
I gotta ask you this.
serving.
I gotta ask you this.
What that?
You in that motherfucker?
Yeah.
Get the call. They can tell you that. Take me through that
I
moment.
placed the call.
Oh, you placed the call
from the wall phone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Take me. Clear that up.
Yeah.
When you placed the call for the wall phone, and they told you the damn shit. What was your immediate reaction then?
Oh hell no. You know that's
What the
it.
fuck, this nigga?
I just know. Well, first of all, I didn't believe it. I was like, nah, couldn't be. Just can't be. And so I did some calling and research, and it was some DJs. Like, it was DJs that kind of straightened it out. Like, yeah, I was there. Motherfucker said just that. And so shit. So I just started, you know what I'm saying, putting my mind to work.
You get birthday badge.
And that serendipity is, I didn't know I was going to be able to make it to the birthday badge. Just so happened when I went to court, you know, I had another 6 months or 4 months, or however many months to serve. But they said that they was going to let me serve those months in a motherfucking work release program. Cobb County has a work release program where you can, just like a halfway house, serve your time, go out in the day, work a job, and come back. And so when I got in the work release program, I filled out a request to go to my job at the birthday bag. And they motherfucking bid it. They said, shit, he getting paid, you know what I'm saying? Let him go. And when I went, and then goddamn, they also let me go to Rice Street. I ain't pushed even more. Like, man, to prepare for my performance, let me go to Rice Street and I'm gonna shoot an introduction video. They bit that. It just so happened that while I was just shooting that video, motherfucker escaped that there motherfucker. And so, you know, they didn't want me to use the video at that point, you know what I'm saying? But I still made it to the birthday bash. And, you know, I got these fucking posters and shit made up, bruh, and I heard he was gonna be there. And right before I went on, they said something about he was out there. And so I was like, oh, hell yeah, this is gonna be good. And so, you know, I just did, you know, I did what you saw me do.
You came right on the stage?
Yeah.
Well, you a bad motherfucker.
Yeah, I did.
Who gave you the poster picture?
I got it made. We got it made somewhere. You
And
know
they passing the motherfucking picture. I remember that shit. What year was this?
They were 2004 or 5. 2004, I think.
It was 2000. Yeah, it was 2004. I'm gonna tell you how I remember. Huh?
For real. Word. Okay.
That was 2004.
2004. Hell yeah.
2004.
So, you know, after that, man, I think, you know, that was. But I think a lot of things, a lot of what people don't understand, and when I said the King of the South shit, I asked, like, I got the blessings of all the people who I felt that I had access to, that I thought should have had some say in whether or not I was gonna use that moniker for myself. I spoke to Scarface. I spoke to 3000, Big Boy. I spoke to Gilt, CeeLo, Cujo, Timo. I spoke to Ball, G. I spoke to Bun. Pimp was locked up. So I spoke to all of them before I said that this what I was gonna do. And, you know, everybody was pretty much like, man, shit, I don't give a fuck. Do that shit. I remember Scarface saying, nigga, you can have that shit. I don't want to be king. You can have it. I think the nigga 3000 told me some shit like, what is king really? You know what I'm saying? And Big Boy laid some game on me. Big Boy said, man, yeah, you can say it. I don't, you know, it ain't me. I don't care. He said, but it sound cool and fresh and all, but when you say you king, just know you gonna put a bullseye on your back. You know what I'm saying? The name of, he say, chess is a game of life. And the object of chess is to kill the king. So it gonna be a lot of people gonna want you out the way. So don't be looking for no favors. If you say, I say, but you okay though, right? You don't mind. As long as you straight, I don't give a fuck what these other niggas say. And, you know, so I went on forward with it. That's why when anybody who did have something to say, it wasn't credible to me Because for one, you're going to have to be able to out-rap me. And for two, I've already spoken to everybody who I respect, who I feel like is the ones that should be able to say something. So if they ain't got no problem with it, none of you niggas in my class got shit to say. Except for you probably just upset that you didn't say it first.
I'm going to tell you about
And another thing is I never said I was the only king. You know what I mean? I just showed niggas it's okay to be king.
facts.
You know what I'm saying? It's okay to feel like you a king. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Nah, I like they even say they ain't step into it, they ain't say that just even in period. I just think that's some big shit. And then what I think is more intriguing about the whole story either, too, is just your humility. You be able to call these niggas and even ask these niggas. Cause another nigga, one of these young niggas now to be like, I don't give a fuck what Parlae and Tip say. They on the king. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So I just think that's another point too, because like at the same time, man, that shows your character. You know what I'm saying? I think that's another big thing that we don't never highlight a lot of either. Niggas in our stature and where we come from, niggas don't not highlight the character.
Right.
It's always the money or what you done did, what kind of guns you got.
Sure.
You see what I'm saying? Niggas don't respect the character no more. So I just want to make that highlighted part about that.
appreciate it.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, I forgot what we were talking about, man, before we got there trailed off. You asked me about words and shit. Mm-hmm. So I told you, so I always been like the smart nigga, man. Like, you know, I started reading early, but coming from where I came from, goddamn, going to Grove Park, I was the littlest nigga in the class, light skin. You'd always have fresh ass clothes and shit, and I could read real good. So when they call on me, I could, you know, I run through paragraphs and thank you, and being able to dress and all that old shit. So I had two options, cause motherfuckers hated that shit.
Yeah.
I had two
Especially
options.
on Bankhead. You can't be fresh on Bankhead.
I could pretend to be dumb and act like I was one of them, or I could be proud of being smart and show these motherfuckers I can get in just as much trouble as you can. You know what I mean? So it was always a dichotomy of smart and bad as hell.
What the fuck that mean?
Dichotomy, that mean it mean like a duality, like, you know, just as much of one as it is of the other.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
All right.
It was always
How you say it again?
dichotomy.
Dichotomy.
Can you spell all that shit?
No, I cannot. I can't
I'm
spell
gonna add
it.
it. I'm gonna add that to dichotomy. I'm gonna add that.
Yeah. So like the comparison of one and the other. So it was always that. And as I got older, it shit just became more and more of, you know, it just increased, you know, it just as I got smart. Now, the person who introduced me to or challenged me to evolve in my vocabulary was a literature teacher at Dove. Her name was Miss Pearson.
I remember Miss
Light skinned Miss Pearson,
I remember
long
Miss
wave of
Pearson.
hair.
I remember Miss
Yeah,
Pearson.
yeah. Remind you of Claire Huxtable a little bit.
Thanks.
You know what I mean? So I was in her class, and of course I was always like writing raps and wasn't paying attention and shit. And she knew that I wanted to rap, and she said, you know, this class can help you become a better rapper. I said, what?
Ding, ding,
How?
ding.
How? So then she started teaching me about metaphors and antonyms and similes, and, you know, how to take words and double entendre. How you could take a word and make it use more than one meaning. And then I was intrigued. So then I started tapping in and paying attention. I fucked around getting a high B or a low A in her class when I failed every other class.
Damn.
I didn't turn in no homework for no other class. I would cut most of them. And her class and algebra, I got like an A and a B. I had like A and a B and the rest F's.
Damn.
And they called my ass to the office.
Oh.
Mad as hell. Like, why won't you just try? I'm like, because I remember telling Dr. Hill that, I say, see, what you have here is a bunch of kids in this school who trying to figure out what they want to do. So y'all got to give them all this shit because they don't know what they want to do yet. I already have a clear idea of what I want. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out of this school what I need, and I'm gonna let y'all deal with the rest of them on all the rest of that stuff. And he kicked me out of his office.
Dr. Hill.
Dr. Hill, but he was a good educator, a real sincere, passionate educator, and wanted the best for the kids in the community, and wanted the best, 5 people. And I always commend him and other people like him because now nobody give a fuck.
Nah, he remind me of Dr. Clark. He's
Yeah, he definitely do.
Exactly.
Now don't nobody give a fuck, bro. Nobody care nothing about you. Learn, you don't, nigga. I'm gonna get my check anyway. Get the fuck on.
Facts. I'm gonna tell you this too. This is another thing that I know notable too about your ass too. Every time you were dropping the album, you were on a nigga ass.
It wasn't necessarily the case. That was a
But every time you were dropping an album, you were on a nigga. I used to be see. I'm telling you, I study music.
That was a coincidence.
You see what I'm saying?
But you right though.
I'm telling
right, you right.
This ain't no nigga told me. I study music.
Yeah.
And I just be like, is this nigga just doing this shit on purpose? This shit is smart. Like, damn, I'm trying to figure this shit out. Like, damn. Then I say, damn, this nigga got there. This nigga on the nigga city swinging on niggas. I said, this nigga taking bankhead everywhere. this nigga's taking bankhead everywhere, man.
Man, that shit, I think it's hard to have a real, true, passionate, I guess, a argument with nobody to argue with. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You got to be talking to somebody.
I call it the Michael Jordan effect.
Yeah, absolutely.
My nigga might just be like,
gotta psych yourself out.
I ain't gonna show 60 on who?
Yeah.
Ain't nobody saying nothing to join.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody saying that. He just, a fan done said something. Yep.
Well, from who? Okay, watch this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that is, but I did that shit subconsciously, though. And the music just always sound better. That shit just always sound better when it, when there's a direction to it. I wonder why that is. You know what I'm saying? Why the fuck a motherfucker get themselves up for more? But even in,
I'm gonna tell you why.
With social media, you know what? When we go to them comments, we can go down past 150 positive comments, and that one motherfucker that got something bad to say, set your ass off. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna tell you why. Because music is emotional. And what's the best way to display emotions than when you feeling something?
That's real.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So shit, nigga said what?
That's right.
Now you got motivation because if you ain't feeling that, it's hard to go in the studio and rap about something if you have no feeling, no emotion.
Man, the time when my life is going good and everything is, on the up and up, the music sounds horrible. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, don't nobody want to hear this shit, man. You know what I mean? Like, adversity just makes for the most beautiful art, bro. You know what I mean? It just do.
Nah, facts. So listen, let's get into it. Boom. The Shawty Low shit. Rest easy, my dog Low.
Yeah. Long live Shawty Low, man. King of Bankhead.
Definitely. That nigga got down. That nigga make the song. All right. And you hear it. What was your first reaction to that?
Man, I'm gonna tell you, right? So first of all, what people don't know is the reason he made that song, it was because I didn't get on a song that he wanted me to get on for them. But that just wasn't my thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, as a lyricist, the music that they were doing, I didn't feel it fit me. It wasn't, and they just kept, he just kept calling Clay or telling Clay, like, what's up? When he gonna do it? What's up? And I kept telling Clay, no, this ain't it. This ain't it. I ain't doing it. And Clay was like, man, you just need to come on and do it, bro. I'm like, man, I don't feel it. It ain't for me. And so then I said, well, just tell him 30,000 then if you want me to do it. And he got upset because of that. And so, but what I did not know at the time, see, I didn't know Shawty Low and Carlos
Walker was
the same person. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
See, Carlos I knew very well because I went to Doug and, I knew him with the motherfucking triple gold datings on the goddamn Monte Carlo and, Born Home and I knew and what he did not recall that I remember after I made the connection that Shawty Low with Carlo. You see, when I would ride my bike up and down Bankhead, I wasn't doing too much. I was buying 200 baby, every now and then 4.5, you know what I'm saying? Just get my shit together. And they would shoot dice up there at the, not the Silver Fox, right there in the plaza up there, right? It was a barber shop in there. So they was up there hanging out, doing their thing, shooting their dice or whatever. And I heard it was up there, so I rode my bike up there. I'm trying to get in a position. So I go and I make my way over there to him. He was shooting dice and they got down. I say, hey, what's up? And I said the same thing that any Atlanta nigga say when he wants you when he looking for an opportunity from you.
Yeah.
Fuck with me.
Every nigga front you, boy, you ain't got there alive, boy. Fuck
I was
with
a
me.
little nigga, bro. I'm telling you, I promise. I was a little nigga, and that nigga was on. He was up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. And, you know, he looked back and he say, what you doing? I say, man, you know, like, you know what I'm saying? Like 200, baby. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. That nigga did me just like this. Get your weight up. Rolled the dice. Kept the game going. You see what I'm saying?
Just like low.
You see what I'm saying? And I turned around, got back on my bike, and got the fuck on. I ain't never say nothing though. I ain't raised no hell. You know what I mean? And when I found out that was him, I was like, oh nigga, get your weight up.
Yeah.
Shit.
It came back in the Reebok.
I mean, but you know, I didn't intentionally do it.
Yeah.
At first, I did it because I didn't like the song.
So, and you just
then
said
when I found out that was Carlo, I stood on it.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I just happened to be in Crucial, which is my club, by the way, at the time. Happened to be in Crucial, and the man got up there and did They Know. I heard him perform They Know for the first time. In Crucial. Man, I got out the VIP booth and walked up to the stage to meet him while he was coming off the stage. I say, bro, that's it. That's the one. That nigga smiled and said, yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't think nothing of it at the time because I didn't know that he had other songs. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And then I caught my case. I was on house arrest. So by the time I get out on house arrest, I ain't got nothing to do but search the web and consume a bunch of goddamn content. And I be like, man, I went and complimented this nigga. And this nigga is dissing me. I can't believe, nigga Tip, what the fuck were you thinking? You know what I'm saying? So I kind of, me and him, and that was one of the most respectful beefs I've ever been in. Like, 'cause we really did have an appreciation for one another. You know, I always respected bro. I ain't never, you know, and that's why I never got to know no bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
It was a three-way though.
What you mean?
'Cause, you know, we was into it with them niggas at the same time.
I did not know that.
Yeah. It was get physical though.
Okay. Yeah.
But you got to think we from the same project too.
Yeah, y'all right there at each other.
You know what I'm saying? So
Y'all
this
niggas up
shit,
the street.
yeah, this shit was.
Yeah.
Yeah, this shit was at the same time. So all this shit was, I'm saying, I'm living in the moment.
I'm gonna tell you some funny ass shit, man. I ain't said. I might do it in my stand up. I'm gonna tell you some funny ass shit. Nigga, this is before I drop What's Up, What's Happening. I'm in my car, I'm driving down Bankhead, and I think my partner who around with me was smoking. So, you know, at the light, and we were playing some music. I think we were playing like I was playing some new music of mine, but I was playing the shit off a burnt CD or some shit. And goddamn, you know, if it's a CD with just one song on it, when it stopped playing,
It'll loop.
Yeah, well, nah, I popped it out.
Oh,
and when I popped it out, so two things would happen. I was pulling the CD out, and he was dumping the debris at the side of the window. So the window was down, pulled the CD out, on the motherfucking radio, pop song, Shouted Low song. It wasn't They Know, it was the other one.
Done.
Yeah. And I be damned if this nigga didn't pull up on the side of me at the light while I'm playing this nigga song. This nigga pulled right the fuck up. I look over, I say, oh man, God. I ran the light, Hey man. That shit, but we man, you know, we went.
But you had balls. Let me tell you this. You had balls. For a light skinned nigga, bro, you do dark skinned nigga shit. Bro. I'm just tell you this, bro. For light skinned nigga, you do dark skinned nigga shit. They hit me, they say, Lay, where you at? I said, boss, still at the spot. They woke up, they say, but Tip up here shoot the video. I say, well, they say, in the front of the boy home. I say, get the fuck out of here, bro. I say, no, the fuck you ain't. They say, yeah, ain't no camera phone. They ain't chase. Right. But yeah, bro, we right here at the store right now, here the front, right? We right here by the side. Yeah. I said, but stop bullshit. I say, no, man, out there. They say, nah. I said, but this shit finna go goddamn down, bro. I said, but this nigga done pulled up, pulled it up in boy home. I said, this nigga here crazy, bro. Yeah. And this is before, like, now this shit cool for niggas to do now.
What's that?
Like, I'm finna go to a nigga block. I'm in your city. Yeah. Oh yeah, well, I'm on Bankhead, nigga. You see what I'm saying? But this before viral was. But this was before, like, that's what I'm just trying to take niggas back into the times, how authentic this shit was. Like, this shit these niggas doing, y'all ain't just started doing this shit. True. Niggas was doing this shit before it was viral, and it wasn't no. It was just.
It wasn't no cameras.
No.
Yeah, it was just you had to be there, and behold whatever the legend was at the time. I mean, bro, I just always been a little crazy, a little too crazy to be scared. And I always knew that fate favors the brave. You know what I'm saying? If you move without fear, then you going to have the universe on your side most times. You know what I mean? As long as you're doing it with some strategy and you apply some level of thought to it.
That's some positive intentions.
Yeah, some positive intentions, absolutely. Yeah.
But you just made a good way to sum up how light skinned niggas feel.
What you mean?
How light listen, in my line, Chuck. And that's how light skinned niggas feel. But you ain't gonna say shit to me, don't play with me, don't try me. You know what I'm saying? Then especially like you say when you look. Yeah. So you got it two ways. Yeah. And you from the hood, so you'll grow up around this shit. I'm telling you, I got a nephew. The same way. Then he little as fuck.
That's how my son is, King.
Yeah.
That's how King is. And I know he got it bad too. I'm trying to, I'm like, man, bro, you better chill out. Yeah, going to prison. You better chill out.
I'm telling you, that shit ain't cool, but you better listen.
Yeah, but he's a smart kid and he has a good heart. So I don't worry about him too much. I just worry about him making some of the same dumbass decisions that I did. Yeah. But, and he's it's from 16 to 21, that's like it's a strange age period where you're too old to be a kid and you're too young to be an adult. So you just feel like you're in limbo and you're stuck in that weird ass spot. So, I understand that he just gonna have to kind of grow out some of the shit that he doing.
Yeah. But in King defense, I ain't never seen him start nothing.
Well, yeah, that's true. I ain't either. I ain't never seen him start nothing either. And I love that, that he has that warrior spirit in him. But some shit, man, sometimes when motherfuckers know you for going, they gonna get you to go just to set the trap.
Yeah, facts.
You got to see past some of that shit.
Facts. I remember one time you had me feeling some type of way, right? We was at it was one of them hip hop things, right? And I seen a little bit.
Right.
I said, "What's up, Tip?" He gave me this high five.
For real?
Yeah. I said, you were talking though, so I don't know if I interrupted it then, but you know how street niggas and hood, how niggas don't you like? Yeah. Man, this nigga goddamn. Shit, this nigga might be mad, goddamn. Shit, what the fuck, goddamn?
Man, that shit wasn't nothing at all.
Nah, I mean, if it was something, I would have hit you like, hey man, what going on?
That shit ain't.
See, I'm one of them niggas like you. I'm from Bankhead.
That's right.
I'm not gonna feel a way towards a nigga if I don't have a way to feel towards a nigga. If I do, I'm gonna hit him and be like, bro, I want to understand that shit.
That's right.
So I don't.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
The shit could go too far, too fast for no reason.
Nah, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Nah, for real. Cause I'm telling you, we were supposed to link up too, man. You was supposed to get that trap move from me.
Man, yeah.
Get
you know what? When Trick, man. Trick would hit me. Bruh, to be honest with you, my nigga, it's a lot of shit that I should have been on sooner, but so much shit going on around you. That shit like putting the motherfucker in a blender and hitting the button on high and expect for a motherfucker to see what's going on around.
You have to be compelled to do. When you get doing a lot of shit, you have to be like, oh shit, you know what?
Another movie I was supposed to get, Snow in the Bluff. They came to me first. You know what I'm saying? Yup, they came to me first. And I wasn't in the right frame of mind. Because once you done already created your own vision, anything outside of the vision that you already have for yourself you don't necessarily see it the way you should at the time. So, but you learn from all those lessons.
Yeah. I gotta be in the next when you drop part 2, man. I gotta be in the part 2.
Well, shit, man, it's a series, and it ain't over with. We still got there. I'm just waiting on the month. So I edited the first one, the first episode.
How it come out?
It came out good. This shit funny as hell. And it's authentic. This shit real. Champ wrote it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, shout out to Champ.
Yeah. So me and Champ, man, we had a lot of late nights, man. You know, just coming up with shit, changing shit. We wanted to make sure that people who were from the city and people who were from that side of life, that they knew we were from that side of life too, so they could feel what we felt, and they knew that we were trying to represent something real. You know what I mean?
What the hell made you get into stand-up, dog?
What made me get into stand-up? Be honest with you, motherfucker just threw me on stage one day. It was always some shit that I enjoyed. It was always some shit that I enjoyed, man. I always go to Uptown or, you know, into the comedy clubs and sit and watch and fuck around. You know, we've had shit like, what was it, Tripping on Tuesdays with Lil Duval at the Uptown, and I always went to Nard show when he was goddamn fucking around. And in the back of my mind, it was always something like, man, I probably could do that shit. But I never really fucked with it for real. And January 12th this year, I went to support one of my partners. He a comedian named K-Dub.
Shout out to K-Dub.
Yeah.
K-Dub used to beat me. He used to tell the nigga he was me.
For real.
Ask him. Ask him. K-Dub used to tell
Y'all
nigga.
nigga do looking like
When K-Dub used to tell nigga he was me.
For real.
Man, when K-Dub first got here, I used to fuck with K-Dub tough. You know what I'm saying? Like real tough. He used to host my homie Blake used to do nights at Dance Elite.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Him and Carlos.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? This when they was doing they come up shit. I used to go fuck with them all the time, smoke weed with them, take them to the hood. You know what I'm saying?
K-Dub real solid cat, man.
That's my dog. Shout out to
Carlos
K-Dub.
too.
Yep.
But so I go to support K-Dub. He had like an open mic night. And so when I go there, he at the bar, we were talking. I'm looking at a guy who was on stage having a horrible go of it. And I was just like, damn, that nigga fucking up, man. And so we could agree that he's not doing a good job, but why he's not doing a good job is what we arguing about. And so K-Dub was like, man, you know so much, man. When you gonna get your ass on stage? I'm like, man, I don't know, man. Shit, it'll happen if it supposed to. And when that nigga went and got that man on stage, he grabbed that mic and said, coming up to the stage, whether he like it or not, tip. And I looked around, I said, oh, no, nigga, you tripping. And everybody just started clapping. And I was like, fuck, I got to go up here and do something.
Yeah, dog.
So I had to think of something from the seat to the stage. And I went up that motherfucker, and I said something. I got the first laugh, and I just freestyled for 35 minutes.
Fuck it, just go.
And then I got off stage, and then K-Dub say, shit, nigga, you need to come back. And so then he had something that Thursday, and I went that Thursday. I did about 40 minutes. And then the nigga said, now you need to learn how to get your ass on stage. And so that's just, I did that shit every day for at least 8 weeks. I was just going every day, wherever I was, just hitting the stage. And shit, it pissed motherfuckers off, like real good. That motherfucker got pissed off real good, good in their feelings. Deep in there, stuck in their feelings, just because I just tried some shit. Because I developed a passion for it and a respect for it. Because it was something in the back of my mind I always felt like I could do. And I shocked myself, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And shit, I've been doing this shit ever since.
Nah, that was up. That shit all right right there.
Yeah, I just left Uptown last night, fucking around.
It's a new passion.
Yeah, hell yeah. And you know, like, man, it ain't but so long I can do this shit, man. This you know, hopping around and doing this rap shit, talking about, you know what I mean? It ain't but so long I can do it. You know, I feel a certain way. When I go out there, you know, and I'm knowing where I come from, knowing the life I live, and I'm out there, man, talking about this, that, and the other, it just feels a certain way to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so with stand-up, I get to speak in present day. I get to talk about how it is right now. You know what I mean? I get to talk about what I'm going through in this moment in my life. And I don't have to track back to when I was 22, 23 years old and put myself or attempt to put myself in that mentality. So, you know what I'm saying? I feel like now I can actually have a conversation with adults. You know what I mean? And talk about some grown-up, some real mature shit in a way that, you know, everybody can goddamn agree to disagree on, or they can feel like, yeah, nigga, me too. You know what I mean?
Nah, for real. Nah, growth, that's called growth, dog. You know what I'm saying? It's called growth. And that's a whole nother level of growth. When you grow so much that I don't even want to tap back into the memory of who I was then.
Yeah.
'Cause I ain't got that far yet.
Man,
I can't, but listen, I'm in I like to call it transition. I'm in transition.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I like what I'm doing for the community, getting involved into politics, you know what I'm saying, coaching these kids, you know what I'm saying? That's why I like podcasts.
But what you doing is so important because presence is important. You know what I mean? Nigga, you tapped in fundamental development stages of kids in the community's lives. And you gonna goddamn get to watch them and guide them and lead them as they get to be in the position where they're gonna have to make a decision whether to go this way or go that way. You know what I mean? So I think what you doing is incredibly important.
Respect, dog. You pull up every time. Hey, I'm in the building. I need you to pull up. Shit, I'm pulling up.
Yeah, I'm the pulling up in this nigga you gonna find at this level of
Nah,
the game.
for real. Nah, you ain't got that lie. Nah, you not fucking lying.
I ain't seen nobody who pull up like.
Yeah, or give a nigga a verse.
Yeah.
Or give a nigga a verse. Yeah. I got a lot of little homies around here who be moving and doing. Nigga like, but shit, I should did one tip. I should be like, nigga, top man, but man, Tip got that drop. I was like, but Tip gonna give a nigga a verse
because I learned from the shit with Low. You know what I'm saying? When I didn't do that verse, I see that we would have been way motherfucking stronger and connected. You know, that shit would have been way more of a movement had we aligned ourselves earlier.
I think we'll still have it.
Yeah, of course we still have it, but I learned from that. You know what I'm saying? I learned.
Damn, you know what? I ain't even thinking about that. That's some shit for me to add in the mental, nigga. If that shit would have, what Bankhead would have been then?
You know what I mean?
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Look at Jew. Oh yeah, Jew. Think about that shit, ain't Jew? What?
Yeah.
That shit probably would have brought it. Because I'm gonna tell you another thing too. Because right after that shit too, we really started being cool with these folks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now, you know, it was diss songs. All kind of shit. This shit was, it was real. That shit was,
I ain't know.
That shit was to go down.
I ain't know, man. But shit, it wasn't never no real pressure. That's why I would say shit was about nothing. And at a certain point, it was almost like, shit, man, motherfucker really just
everybody
flexing power. Flexing power.
That's where we from.
Tossing ego around.
But it's hard not to do that though in the position that we was in at that time. You know what I'm saying? Especially give and take where we from.
Right.
That's all we know. That's what we know.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then especially when it's almost like if it's my turn, I got the bag, and then I'm fucking with you, but I'm taxing you. When it's your turn, you gonna tag me.
That's real.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But in the mentality of niggas in the streets, a nigga be like, damn, bro. Nigga want to tax you, but nigga don't want you to tax him.
Yeah.
That's just a mentality. Niggas just learn how to grow past
Ain't no
it.
fun when the rabbit got the gun.
Not like a motherfucker, bro. You know what I'm saying? But they create ambition, like you say. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day.
That's why I try and fuck with everybody I can, man. You know what I mean? Just trying to at least hear him out. And 'cause I don't really necessarily agree with all that shit that I hear. But I learned that it ain't always for me to agree with. You know what I mean? Sometimes, man, I just got to wait until it takes shape and form until its final product. You dig? But shit, I try to goddamn spread as much positivity, as much inspiration around as I can.
Do you think you doing versus pulling up, you know what I'm saying, when certain niggas hit you and call you and still being involved in the community, do you think that has something to do with where you from and how you grew up?
Yes, I definitely do because I care. You know what I mean? I care because I come from here. You know what I mean? So I want to see the shit thrive. I want to see it do better. I don't want to see it fall into the wrong hands of them. Like if I don't pull up, somebody will, and they may have a different intention with whatever leadership or guidance and a different expectation. You know what I mean? And I just want to be able to support the real ones and improve the bad ones and shit. To do this shit the way I feel real niggas should do.
Why don't you think other people who in positions like that to do that don't do it though? Because the reason I'm asking, because if all the people with the voice of all these areas come together and start moving, I think that positivity will be strong. But it's always a reason why somebody don't want to do it. Always, and I don't really necessarily be understanding.
Yeah, well, it's hard for me to speak on what everybody else might be thinking or what they might be going through. But just as a guest, some motherfuckers don't really care like that. Some motherfuckers are just selfish, just, instinctively, and they don't really care like that. And if they don't really care like that, it's best that they don't try to put themselves in it, because the fake love is worse. I mean, the fake love worse than the real hate.
You talking about?
Yeah,
Say it again for the feet nigga didn't hear that shit.
So
boy.
goddamn,
Damn.
I think that what we have is a teachable moment. Anytime there's an opportunity for people to gain example, whether it's the example of what to do or example of what not to do. Some nigga just, and then another thing, when a nigga on fire and a nigga got down having everything they way, it hard to motherfucking take off of that. Like, that shit like a deep sleep. You know what I'm saying? When everybody telling you yes and everything you drop is going platinum, and you know what I mean? That shit hard to talk some sense.
No, they
into
don't know what
yourself.
you mean. You just can't say that shit just easy. Like, you see how the nigga say the shit like, yeah, when you just got there, everything you drop just going platinum. You know what I mean? Nah, niggas don't. I feel you, but I don't know what you mean. I got a few platinums, but you see what I'm saying? I don't know what you mean, goddamn it. But
man, that shit is just it's a weird position to be in, and to wake yourself up from that. Because what it does is it feeds the ego. It feeds the ego and the pride that rests within all of us. All of us, think highly of ourselves in some way, shape, form, or fashion. And that is only increased when we are validated by motherfuckers saying, it's a million more motherfuckers say, hell yeah, that nigga the shit. Hell yeah, that motherfucker the shit. And it's hard if your homeboy or somebody around you say, man, that's some bullshit. Nigga, fuck you, it's some bullshit. I got a million more motherfuckers say this.
Facts, yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's just difficult to tune your ears to hear some of the things a motherfucker need to hear in order to be involved the way. I couldn't be as involved until I had to the noise had to calm down first. So once the noise calmed down, I was always present and doing my thing. But for me to be as involved and as in tune, the noise had to subside. The dust had to settle. And so some of these motherfuckers, if they make it to the point where the dust settle, I feel like they'll have an opportunity to still get in and do it.
Nah, real shit. That's some real shit. You know what I'm saying? What you got coming on next? Album?
Man, shit. Bruh, I'm working on comedy, doing this shit. I'll be in Tacoma, Washington later on this month, the 22nd, I think, something like that, 22nd through the 24th. I'm going to fucking Memphis, going to Houston, going to Dallas. I'm gonna fuck around, shoot me a special. And I have, we got a group of us comedians called the Ha Ha Mafia. And we, just move around and just kind of support each other. I seen that, there's a lot of comedians around here, and it ain't but a couple of them that have made it from the comedy club where we see them to being in a position. It's fucking Lil Duval, DC Young Fly, and Carlos. And there's a bunch of more motherfuckers that's super, super talented. And I don't understand why the stage ain't been set and the light ain't been shining. So I hope that if I'm in a position where a motherfucker got to come in the comedy club and pack it out to see me, then let them see K-Dub before me. Let them see, you know what I mean? And hopefully that will generate the momentum and increase the visibility for young underground comics and shit around here.
Nah, I think that's an untapped market.
Yeah. And then it more peaceful, bro. It just so much more, it's so much more peace. When you go in the comedy club, motherfucker come in there with the intention to laugh and have a good time and chill.
Yeah.
So the energy in the room is more welcoming and it's better. Well, when we had to go display our talents, motherfucker going in there to find their ops, motherfucker going in there to rob, motherfucker going in there, it's just, the energy just ain't.
Way different.
You know what I mean? So I just find so much peace in it, and I appreciate being able to do it.
Nah, respect, dog, man. Man, tell everybody where they can follow you at.
Man, that shit don't. Trouble Man 31 at Instagram, and I guess it's TIP at Twitter. I don't really.
You don't fuck with Twitter, your Instagram.
Yeah, I mean, I don't do Facebook. I don't do Twitter. I think everything I post from Instagram end up on my Facebook.
Yeah, you got it. How to?
Yeah, but I don't do no TikToks or Snapchats. I don't do none of that shit. I really think I'm getting too old, man. I think it's about time.
You need to do a Mr. Bentley show.
You know.
Etiquette class with T.I.
You said etiquette class?
Yeah.
Like a revisit, like the Mr. Bentley, how Mr. Farnsworth Bentley.
For real?
Yeah, you do your show like that, dog.
Man, shit.
Bring the young guys and the young.
I would love, if a motherfucker want to learn or want to listen, I would love to share whatever I have. I tell my sons all the time, it'll be a damn shame if all that game die with me. You know what I'm saying?
Talk to
it'll
him.
be a damn
Hey,
shame.
talk about.
If I see y'all nigga faces at my funeral, y'all nigga like, damn, I didn't ask this nigga. You know what I mean? Yeah. So you better get it while it's here.
Facts. Nah, facts, man. I want to say appreciate you taking your time out, pulling up like always, dog.
Man, appreciate you for
You know what I'm
calling. This
saying?
nigga just called me earlier today. Like, hey man, I ain't even talked to you. What's up?
Yeah. I just called him, check up on him. Damn, I ain't talked to you in a little bit, dog.
And I appreciate that.
I'm in the city, goddamn. How long you in the city? Shit, how long you gonna be here? Shit, I'll be a few days. Pull up today then. But shit, just send me the address.
Yeah.
And shit was just like that, man. I should respect real nigga shit. And I just, like I said, I always want to display that because niggas don't get a chance to see this side of you. Niggas don't get a chance to see this. Niggas ain't heard. Niggas watch me an interview and the shit we talk about. Niggas ain't heard that. Niggas don't get a chance to see that part of you. You see what I'm saying? This makes a nigga feel like, damn, I know him a little better now.
Damn.
This nigga just like me for real.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? I can do the same thing.
Absolutely.
You see what I'm saying? Oh shit, you know what? I'm gonna take this shit serious.
That's
This nigga ain't better than me. All that shit, so many jewels will drop, but like I say, these is like the books. So niggas don't get this game reading, they'll watch it.
That's
They'll
right.
watch this motherfucker 100 times. And they'll go back and say, what that nigga said in the interview? And they'll go back and they'll watch the whole interview again and they'll get all these jewels. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to say appreciate
That's
you.
solid to you, man, for even investing your time and energy into it, bro. That shit say a lot. I appreciate the opportunity.
Yeah. Always goddamn. You know what I'm saying? Y'all already know what it is, man. Live from Digital House Studio. This your boy Parlay. And we in the apartment with Parlay. Meet me in the Partments.